When I put my attorney hat on, right, I get it. You know, everybody has the right to, earn a living based on their talents. And it's only fair that, if players' likeness or image are being used to further university or the NCAA, sure, they should, be compensated for it. But then when I put on my coach's hat from my days at Campbell and think about a small Division I school that doesn't have the resources to go out and pay athletes or, pay them for their name, image, and likeness. I mean, you kind of take the mid-majors and the small Division I schools kind of out of the game to a certain extent. I think what's going to happen is a lot of the non-revenue sports, unfortunately, you name it, volleyball, baseball to a certain extent, field hockey, men's and women's, soccer to a certain extent, they're going to get hurt, and it's not fair. I think those sports deserve to continue thriving, and athletes that are good enough to play at the collegiate level should have the right to earn a scholarship, just like basketball and football players. But the reality is there's only going to be so much money to go around, and it's all about winning. No, I didn't. Honestly, he was very talented. He was skilled, but he wasn't, a well-rounded, complete basketball player at that point. He was just very athletic, loved the game, loved to play, but just never had any idea that he'd become arguably the greatest player to ever play the game. And we just connected really because I think because of the way he was raised with his parents and the way I was raised with my parents. I think we had a lot in common, a lot of mutual thoughts and feelings, and we just gravitated to each other and became, true friends. Nothing more than just friends. I didn't want to need anything from him, and vice versa, except a friendship. First time I was ever fired, I guess I could call it fired, but he told me we can call it whatever you want. Ernie said, we're not going to say you got fired. We're going to say parting of ways. You're going in a different direction. You want to pursue other opportunities. It's kind of funny because he said I could even write my own press release and they'll release it on Friday afternoon at 5 and nobody would read it on Saturday morning. So I said, it actually worked out for the best because it allowed me to go back to Nike 6 months after taking 6 months off and just, re-energizing and recharging to go back to a very small young brand at Jordan Brand, which was exclusive division of Nike, and go in at a very senior level and work directly with the president, Larry Miller, in overseeing all of our sports marketing and helping put the strategy together with Larry and our senior leadership team on how we were going to take this small $300 million a year company and try to grow it to $1 billion a year company. And it was just an amazing experience because I was able to use all the skills that I learned as a coach, as a player, in law school, in business school. It was like, a culmination of all of my learnings into the next phase or journey, part of my journey. Just being in that environment and Nike being so large in basketball at every level, it allowed me from the NBA level all the way to grassroots to become part of the core of what Nike was building, not only in the U.S. but around the world. It was a great experience at Jordan Brand. For me now to see that brand, at $5.8 billion this year, using a lot of the same strategy that we put together. I mean, they're up to 11 colleges now. I mean, they're probably up to 40 NBA players and 30 NFL players, and it's just amazing to see the growth of that brand and where it's gone, after I left in '06. And I celebrate every time I see the success of that brand and just, feel honored that I was able to be a part of the infancy of the brand to help it grow.
Right.